What's going on, everyone? Today we've got something a little bit different. It's summer, it's nice weather, we've got kids out of school, the sun's out, and people are getting back into nature. And with that, folks are going camping. So at Kohl's, I saw these lanterns. They're from the 50th anniversary of the Beagle Scouts. So that is a personality of Snoopy and Friends from the Peanuts gang, for those who don't know. And I really like this. I like Snoopy, so I keep an eye out for anything with him on it. Woodstock as well, and the whole Peanuts gang. I also grew up going camping and have a little box of gear for when I go myself with my family. So when I saw this, I thought it would fit right in. I'd snatch it up, throw it in that bin, and use it the next time I get out and get to nature. It's got some nice packaging to it that's eye-catching, and on the back side of that package, you see that crest there, or badge, that says this is commemorating the 50 years of the Beagle Scouts, which is cool. So it's an anniversary piece on top of it just being neat. I think I paid about $12 for this. It was on sale down from about $15, and that was over at Kohl's. Then they've got a whole line of stuff celebrating the 50 years of the Beagle Scouts. So if you're into anything else, they've got a little igloo collab cooler, some shirts, and all kinds of neat stuff. I picked up some other items. I'll throw those in so you can see what they look like at the end of the video. But focusing on the lantern for the most part here, it just slips right out of the packaging there. It's, for the most part, plastic, but I do like the color scheme on it, and it feels like it's pretty solid. It doesn't feel too flimsy, and that's without batteries put in, so that's going to add some weight to it as well and make it a bit more sturdy. The big selling point on this was Snoopy himself, as well as Woodstock. And right there, right in front, they've got them sitting down at a campfire, Beagle Scout hats on, and the mountains in the backdrop. So really nice, a little bit of color splashed into those mountains. I wish they had put this printing of the characters on the backside as well, but it is just on the front, so it's a little lacking in that regard. Bit plain in the back, but you don't want to take away from the light reflecting through too much, and that may have obstructed a bit of that because the mountains are a solid painted color. It screws off from the bottom there, and if you're not careful, you'll take the whole light piece out. So make sure you're screwing off the bottommost cap to access the battery compartment. Once that's off, you can see that it's going to take a whopping 4 AA batteries, so it won't be cheap to run this. I did put 4 brand new Duracells in it for this video, so we can get the best chance of seeing just how nice it lights up. Before I get to that though, I wanted to show you that there is an alternate configuration on how you can hang this, which allows you to take that top canopy part off and attach it to the bottom. All it takes is about a half turn to get that off. Then you line it up with the small circular groove notched into the bottom. Give it another half turn, and those little knobs will line up and it'll click into place. I think that's a pretty neat option that they've thrown in, converting it from a typical lantern into more of a torch. You can hang that from your belt loop while you're walking around in the dark, so it's neat for that purpose. Now in this configuration, I've got the lights off. We're gonna hit that power button and see how this lights up. And it looks pretty good right away. It's got a nice amount of light being cast. I like the way that it lights up the backdrop of the Snoopy design on there. And it's bright, but not overpoweringly so, so you're not gonna blind yourself if you accidentally catch this directly in the eyes. It looks good. I'll switch it over to the normal lantern configuration and we'll see how that lights up. But in this torch configuration, it's looking pretty good and I'm happy with it. Got it switched back over now into the normal configuration. This is probably how I would use it. I've got a loop on the top of the tent I've owned on the inside, and so I hang a lantern from there anyways, and it seems just as bright. It's gonna cast the light a little different with that canopy on it, I think, than in the torch configuration, but this thing's a nice little lantern, especially for the price point. Now they do have a couple other configurations or color schemes over on Kohl's website. So they've got green with just Snoopy's face, and they've got yellow with just Woodstock's face on it. All of them are cool. I chose to instead get just the red one, and I picked up 2, so I would have a matching pair. But there are other options out there if you wanted to mix and match. Along with the lanterns, I also picked up this Beagle Scouts shirt and this 4-pack of Beagle Scouts socks. I like that there are different designs on the socks. They feel pretty soft and they look neat. They've got Snoopy and friends on there in their Beagle Scouts gear doing various outdoor stuff, so that's pretty cool. And again, they feel pretty nice for the price point. All this stuff was on sale at the time. I'm not sure that that sale is still going on, but Kohl's runs those sales often, so I would keep an eye out. They're probably going to have this stuff there all summer long, if not longer. The shirt itself is also pretty cool. It's got Beagle Scouts comic strip print all over it and a couple badges on the arms as well. So pretty neat stuff. A nice little haul from Kohl's. If you're into Snoopy and the Peanuts gang, this is right up your alley. And for functionality purposes, the lantern is pretty decent and works well. So I think for the right price, it's a nice little find. With that, that's going to do it for this video, everyone. If you liked what you saw, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. Happy camping, have a nice summer, and until the next time, I will catch you on the flip side.